Hey, it's Mark, and thanks for watching my channel, Losing to Win, where we're losing a little weight and gaining a little health. It's my journey from 280 to 200 this year, here in 2026. I'm just going to give you a little background on me. This is my third video, trying to get you caught up. I'm sorry I didn't start when I started with the exercise, with the weight loss journey and everything. I didn't really expect it to go this way, and there was really no plan. You know, the plan was hopefully I can fit in this shirt that I can't fit in. And, you know, I've definitely exceeded those expectations. But I just want to kind of get you caught up. I know when you see these videos, you're like, man, you're not that fat. You're a svelte. You're the pinnacle of health. You're the, you know, I don't know what the right word is. I should be on OF instead of YouTube. But you know, the truth is, this right here is what I looked like, you know, 3 months ago. I was 280 pounds, like 241 this morning when I stepped on the scales. And, you know, I'm definitely not the pinnacle of health. You know, at 50 years old, I've got bumps and bruises, things that's happened, you know, and before I start going on about, you know, all my health issues, I want to say first, I'm very blessed with the health that I've got. You know, knock on plastic. I don't see any wood laying around here in the car. You know, I don't have any, you know, cardiac events or nothing major, no cancer, you know, things like that. So before I start complaining about my health, I want to, you know, just let you know I'm very thankful that, you know, I do have what I do have. So anyway, we'll start at the bottom. I got a bad ankle. I broke my leg about 20 years ago, broke my ankle, and, you know, it hurts every day when I'm out walking. You know, and then up from there, I got 2 bad knees just from being fat. I've never been diagnosed with anything, but, you know, it's hard to squat down. It's hard to do things. So I got 2 bad knees. I got a bad hip I broke when I was, you know, 15 or thereabouts. You know, gives me issues. I've got a bad shoulder. It's hard to do presses, hard to do push-ups, hard to do anything, you know, external. So those are the major physical issues that I have. And I just wanted to bring those up just to show that, you know, I'm not in the peak physical condition. But it doesn't take that, you know, to shed a few pounds and get out and pound the pavement. There's 2 prongs to the losing weight aspect. You know, there's the physical side of it, and there is the intentional eating side of it. I got to be real careful. I'm not using the word diet. So anyway, let's just start with the intentional eating aspect of it. First, with that side, I think everybody can start as hard as you can on it. You know, just say, I'm not going to eat sugar. These are the macros I'm going to hit. I'm going to drink this much water, and you can be hard on it. You know, as hard as you can be. That's fine. You know, I couldn't be like super hard, you know. I mean, I had an addiction, the addiction to sugar. It took me, you know, I would say the first 3 weeks was very tough for that, you know. I mean, I would catch myself sneaking a thing here or there, and it's truly just an addiction. And, but once you get by that, you know, you can be as hard on the diet as you can. Now, on the exercise side of things, I am a big fan of working up to it. You know, I started just by walking the dog, waddling around the block. You know, I did, you know, a mile and then a mile and a half and 2 miles every other day and maybe twice a week or whatever it is. And then I got to where I'm going to do 2 miles every day. And now, you know, I have 5 miles or 5 miles every day or multiple times a week or whatever it is. I think a big issue is a lot of people go gung-ho and they hurt themselves very early on. You get some plantar fasciitis, you sprain a knee, you do this, and, you know, it just sidelines you and you just got started. So, you know, that's a huge excuse that people use is, you know, I got started, I got hurt, and now I can't do it for 4 months. And then, you know, you just never get back to it. So I'm a big fan. On the intentional eating side of things, you know, go as hard as you can. On the physical side of things, you know, build up to it a little bit. All right, now I want to talk about a few things that changed for me. The biggest thing was the mindset. You know, I just had to get in my mind that I'm going to lose weight, and then everything else is secondary. So the losing weight comes first. So it comes to when I'm eating. So I intentionally eat certain foods to reach certain targets, you know, along with my macros. So, you know, the mindset was number 1. My eating, number 2. You know, I already went over my sugar addiction. The intentional eating, breaking the bad habits, lots of sugar, cereal, juice, you know, everybody knows what's bad for you, and we just continue to eat it. The other thing is the exercise. I mean, I get up every morning, you know, 5 o'clock, just to go walk and get it done. I'm gonna do daily check-ins. I think I'm gonna start doing them in short form, and then do, you know, some long form videos, and just do some quick daily check-ins, you know, when I'm exercising out in the morning with the old girl Luna. And if you've seen them, you'll know exactly who she is. So anyway, I just want to say, you know, thanks for watching, joining my channel. You know, I've got another 40 pounds to lose this year, and I'm gonna bring you along with it. And if you want to see a 50-year-old lose some weight here in 2026, you know, hit the subscribe button, follow along. Thanks for watching.